Sign up for ESPN right here, and you can then stream UFC on ESPN Live on your computer, phone, tablet or streaming device via the ESPN app. Sherdog's live UFC Fight Night 154 coverage begins at 4 p.m. ET. Check out the MMA Forums to discuss the card or enter your comments and predictions below. Round 1. The first fight of the night is a middleweight bout between Deron Winn and Eric Spicely. The referee for the evening's curtain-jerker bout is Dan Miragliota. They touch gloves and this fight is on. Spicely lands a jab right away. He has a big size advantage in this fight. Spicely lands an overhand right. Winn lands a left hook. He lands another one right behind the ear and Spicely looks hurt. Winn with a left hook to the body. They are both swinging and Winn connects with an overhand right. Spicely looks to work off that jab again, but Winn counters with a left hook yet again. Winn moves forward and lands some short, heavy hooks to the head and body of Spicely. Winn with a massive overhand right and he has Spicely backed up against the cage. Spicely clinches Winn and lands a knee, but Winn pushes Spicely away. He has Spicely along the fence and is teeing off with giant hooks. Spicely moves away but Winn keeps following him. He lands another strong combination of punches. Spicely clinches Winn and lands a knee that rocks Winn. They are continuing to swing at each other's heads. Spicely lands a nasty uppercut and then an elbow from the clinch. Now, Spicely has Winn against the fence. They break away. Winn continues to move forward, landing punches on Spicely. Winn with a nasty low kick. Spicely looks for a flying knee but Winn evades it. They continue to stand and trade in the pocket. Winn lands a big overhand right but Spicely continues to move forward. The round comes to a close. What a round to kick off the card. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9 win. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9 win. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9 win. Round 2. The next round begins. They touch gloves again. Winn lands a left hook, straight right combination. Another left hook by Winn. He continues to push forward and be aggressive in this fight. Winn lands another overhand right. He has Spicely backed against the fence and lands another body shot. Winn moves forward and lands another overhand right. He has Spicely backed up again and connects with a couple nasty hooks to the body. Winn is really working the body now and goes to the head. Spicely is eating some shots but he can't take too many more of these. This is a crazy fight. Winn has Spicely in the center of the octagon and lands another powerful combination, but somehow Spicely is still standing. They clinch against the fence. Spicely lands an elbow and they break but Winn pushes Spicely up against the fence again. He is just teeing off on Spicely right now. This is absolutely crazy and the fans love it. Winn has Spicely up against the cage and is just teeing off but Spicely manages to break away. Winn continues to press forward and eats a right hook from Spicely but it doesn't faze him. Winn has Spicely against the cage and lands some more hooks to the body. They break and the round soon comes to a close. Great fight so far. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9 win. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9 win. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9 win. Round 3. The final round begins. They touch gloves yet again. Winn continues to pressure forward and work off his jab. He has Spicely against the fence again and continues to land punches to the head and body. Spicely is trying to clinch up Winn and lands knees but Winn is doing a good job of moving away. They stand in the pocket and continues to land big shots. Now it's Spicely walking down Winn, who shoots for a double leg but can't get it. Now, Spicely looks to have the momentum. Winn looks exhausted right now and Spicely is backing him down. but Winn lands a nasty left hook that stops Spicely in his tracks. Spicely clinches Winn and lands some nasty knees to his chin. Winn pushes Spicely against the cage and is working on a takedown. Spicely clinches him again and lands some more knees, but Winn breaks from the clinch and starts teeing off on Spicely against the cage again. They move back into the center of the octagon. Spicely lands another knee from the clinch. Winn is using his jab to keep Spicely away from him. Winn lands a right hook to the body and left hook to the head combination. Spicely is still looking for those knees from the clinch, but Winn starts teeing off on Spicely yet again. This has been an absolutely crazy fight. Spicely with a front kick. Winn pushes forward and continues to throw punches and bunches. 10 seconds left and they stand in the center and throw down until the final bell. What a fight, one of the best fights of the year so far. Sherdog scores, Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9 Winn, 30-27 Winn. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9 Winn, 30-27 Winn. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9 Winn, 30-27 Winn. The official result: Deron Winn def. Eric Spicely via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. Round 1. It's time for a women's flyweight bout between Ariane Lipski and Molly McCann. The referee is Jimmy Neely. No touch of gloves here. McCann lands a low kick right away. Lipski lands a 1-2 combination. McCann with another low kick. Lipski returns fire with her punches. She appears to be the much longer fighter. Another 1-2 combination BU Lipski. McCann lands a right hook right on the chin. Kick to the body by Lipski. She lands another 1-2. McCann is having a very difficult time getting inside right now as Lipski's reach advantage is showing. McCann lands a big left hook. Lipski lands a nasty kick to the body. McCann with another low kick. Lipski returns with a low kick of her own. McCann with a big left hook. She is doing a good job of moving forward, at least. Now Lipski is backing up McCann. Lipski with a kick to the body, but McCann catches it and lands a left hook. Another left hook by Lipski. Low kick by McCann. She changes levels and slams Lipski to the mat. McCann lands some heavy ground and pound to possibly steal back the round. Sherdog scores, Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9 McCann. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9 McCann. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9 McCann. Round 2 begins. McCann continues to push forward. Lipski lands a heavy low kick. Lipski with a kick to the body. McCann with a spinning back elbow. By McCann. Lipski with a 1-2 combination. McCann with a low kick and Lipski counters with a straight right. Lipski with a right high kick, but McCann returns with an overhand right and drops Lipski to the mat. McCann lets Lipski stand back up. McCann with a left hook. She lands another one. Lipski with a straight right to the body. She lands a front kick to keep McCann away from her. Left hook to the body by Lipski. Low kick by McCann. She lands a right hook to the chin. McCann changes levels and slams Lipski to the mat with a double leg takedown. McCann has inside control and ends the round in full mount, raining down punches and elbows. Sherdog scores, Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9 McCann. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9 McCann. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9 McCann. Round 3. The final round begins and they touch gloves. Lipski needs a finish if she wants to get the win in this fight. Lipski pushes forward and lands a 1-2 combination. They exchange low kicks. Lipski with a left hook. She lands another low kick, but McCann returns with a left hook. Another low kick by McCann. Overhand right by McCann, and then a left hook. Lipski with a right high kick that grazes the face of McCann. Lipski continues to move forward this round, but McCann is doing a good job of countering her. McCann is now cut open on her head due to an elbow from Lipski, and is still staying in the pocket and trading with Lipski despite a bad cut on her head. Now McCann is moving forward and actually does the alley shuffle. Lipski lands another right high kick. McCann clinches Lipski and lands a knee to her head. Lipski moves forward throwing punches. The fans are now chanting, "Meatball," as McCann looks destined for a decision win. 10 seconds left and they standing the center of trading heavy punches. Good final round, and now we head off to the judges. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, R3, 10-9. Lipski, 29-28. McCann. Ben Duffy scores the round, R3, 10-9. McCann, 30-27. McCann. Cole Shelton scores the round, R3, 10-9. Lipski, 29-28. McCann. The official result: Molly McCann def. Ariane Lipski via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. Round 1. Up next is the return of Matt Wiman as he takes on Luis Peña in a lightweight bout. The referee is Dan Miragliota. No touch of gloves between these two. Peña, the southpaw, immediately begins to push forward off his jab. Peña grabs Wiman in the tie clinch and is looking to land knees. Peña has Wiman against the fence and lands some elbows from the clinch. Wiman is already bleeding. He lands a low kick and circles away. The referee calls time, and this cut is horrible and could easily stop the fight. But the doctor says Wiman is okay and lets the fight continue, perhaps surprisingly. Wiman changes levels and completes a double leg takedown. Peña is able to get back to his feet and is landing more knees from the clinch. Wiman breaks free. Peña with a high kick. Wiman goes for a leg lock but is not successful with it. Peña is able to get Wiman to the mat and he's now on top of him, landing some nasty ground and pound. Wiman is going for leg locks here, but Peña remains strong on top and keeps hammering him with ground and pound. Peña moves into side control and he has Wiman in a bad spot here. He continues raining down strikes. Wiman is able to cover up and make it to the end of the round, but Peña absolutely punished him that round. Brutal stuff. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-8. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-8. Nicole Shelton scores the round, 10-8. Round 2. Round 2 begins, but the referee calls in the doctor first to take another look at Wiman. The doctor says Wiman is okay despite a nasty cut over his eye. Wiman lands a low kick. Peña moves forward working off that jab. Wiman shoots for a single leg takedown and gets it, but Peña lands on top of him after a scramble. They get back to the feet. Peña continues pushing forward and he has Wiman up against the cage now. Peña takes Wiman to the mat with a body lock takedown and is now on top of Wiman in a dominant position. Peña is looking for an arm triangle choke, but Wiman gets out of it. Wiman almost takes the back of Peña, but Peña is able to get back on top of Wiman, whose face is an absolute bloody mess at this point. Peña continues to rain down heavy punches from up top. Peña is surviving but is taking a ton of damage. Wiman is now looking for a heel hook, but Peña gets back on top of him. Peña is now in full mount. Peña transitions to the back of Wiman but can't get the finish. We head to the third round. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-8. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Nicole Shelton scores the round, 10-9. Round 3. The third and final round begins. Wiman is doing a good job of landing some low kicks, but Peña returns fire with some long punches. Wiman stumbles and falls down to the mat and Peña follows him down. Peña is raining down the ground and pound, and the referee steps in and stops the fight and saves Wiman. Destructive win for Violent Bob Ross. The official result: Luis Peña def. Matt Wyman via TKO. Punches are 3-1-14 round 1. Next up is a women's strawweight bout between Ashley Yoder and Sayuri Kondo. The referee is Gary Copeland. They touch gloves. Yoder moves forward and lands a body kick. Kondo is doing a good job of keeping Yoder away from her, but Yoder is able to change levels and complete a single leg takedown. Yoder is now looking for the armbar. She can't get it but remains on top in side control. Yoder lands some elbows and then transitions to the back of Kondo. She transitions back into side control and continues to land ground and pound to the face of Kondo. Yoder takes the back of Kondo again. She has her hooks in and could be in position for a finish. She can't get the rear naked choke but transitions to an armbar. She can't get that either but ends the round on top, landing nasty ground and pound. Huge first round for Yoder. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round 10-8. Yoder. Duffy scores the round 10-8. Yoder. Cole Shelton scores the round 10-8. Yoder. Round 2 begins. At the beginning of the round, Kondo is doing a much better job now of keeping the fight on the feet, but eventually Yoder gets a single leg takedown. She once again takes the back of Kondo. She can't get the rear naked choke but continues to press Kondo onto the mat and rain down heavy ground and pound. Yoder takes the back of Kondo once again. Kondo is doing a good job of defending any fight-ending submission attempts, but this fight has been all one-way traffic for Yoder, who fails to get an armbar at the end of the round. Once again, a dominant round for Yoder. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round 10-9. Yoder. Duffy scores the round 10-9. Yoder. Cole Shelton scores the round 10-9. Yoder. Round 3. The third and final round begins. Yoder pushes Kondo back against the fence and is looking for a single leg takedown again. Kondo is able to get the neck of Yoder and is looking for a guillotine choke, but Yoder gets out of it and lands on top of Kondo on the ground. Yoder takes the back of Kondo and continues to rain down punches from back mount. Kondo is completely flattened out now. She manages to turn on her side, but Yoder continues to rain down strikes from mount. This fight is close to being stopped now. The referee warns Kondo to defend. Yoder is looking for a rear naked choke now. She can't get it but continues landing strikes. Yoder continues landing strikes until the end of what was an utterly dominant performance. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round 10-8. Yoder. 30-25. Yoder. Duffy scores the round 10-8. Yoder. 30-25. Yoder. Cole Shelton scores the round 10-9. Yoder. 30-26. Yoder. The official result: Ashley Yoder def. Sayuri Kondo via unanimous decision, 30-26, 30-25, 30-24. Round 1. The final preliminary card bout is a featherweight matchup between Dan Ige and Kevin Aguilar. The referee is Jimmy Neely. Ige with a low kick and Aguilar fires back with a straight right. Nasty low kick by Ige lands. Aguilar appears to have a cut on his face. Aguilar steps in and lands a left high kick, but Ige returns with a low kick. Aguilar with a double jab. Ige with a right hook. Low kick by Aguilar and Ige returns with one of his own. Ige shoots for a double leg takedown, but Aguilar stuffs it. Ige lands a nasty body kick and then a left hook and he drops Aguilar. Ige follows Aguilar to the mat and is in his full guard. Ige is on top, landing some heavy ground and pound, but Aguilar is doing a good job of staying in his full guard. Aguilar is now cut around his eye. Aguilar is able to make his way back to the feet and lands a nasty uppercut and then a head kick just before the end of the round. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round 10-9. Ige Duffy scores the round 10-9. Cole Shelton scores the round 10-9. Round 2. The second round begins. Aguilar moves forward and IGE blocks his high kick attempt. Big overhand right by IGE lands. IGE changes levels and completes a double leg takedown. But Aguilar sweeps him and winds up on top and lands some nasty ground and pound. Aguilar is now going for an inverted triangle, but IGE slams him to the mat. Aguilar ends up in a crucifix position and IGE reverses position and winds up on top. Aguilar is now looking for an armbar, but IGE gets out of it. IGE is in north-south position now. Ned lands some nasty elbows to the face of Aguilar. IGE moves into half guard. Moves into full mount briefly, but Aguilar is able to sweep him and wind up on top. Aguilar is landing some nasty ground and pound from top position now. Big round for Aguilar. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. Aguilar and Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Aguilar. Kelly Shelton scores the round, 10-9. Aguilar. Round 3 begins. They both walk into the center of the octagon. Aguilar lands a nasty hook to the body and then an uppercut to the chin of IGE, who returns fire with a jab. IGE shoots for a body lock takedown, but Aguilar reverses it and winds up on top. IGE is quickly able to get back to his feet. Jab by Aguilar. IGE lands a right hook. Big left hook by IGE. Now IGE with a straight right. He seems to be taking control of this round. Jab by IGE. He lands a brutal straight right and has Aguilar backed up against the fence. IGE lands a brutal knee that wobbles Aguilar. IGE with a left hook. Now IGE lands a flying knee. Aguilar is still standing but is eating some massive shots. IGE with a huge uppercut. Aguilar is able to change levels and get a single leg takedown. They stand back up. IGE lands an overhand right and drops Aguilar. He stands back up, but he took a ton of damage this round. Great fight. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. IGE, 29-28. IGE. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. IGE, 29-28. IGE. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9. IGE, 29-28. IGE. The official result: Dan IGE Def. Kevin Aguilar via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-27. Round 1. The first fight of the main card is a middleweight bout between Kevin Holland and Alessio Di Chirico. The referee is Blake Rice. They touch gloves. Di Chirico lands a low kick. Holland moves forward and lands a high kick and then clinches up Di Chirico against the fence. Holland is landing punches to the body and knees from the clinch, but Di Chirico breaks free. Holland lands a side kick. Low kick by Holland. Di Chirico lands an overhand right. Holland with a spinning wheel kick, and he uses it to close the distance and clinch Di Chirico against the fence. Holland is doing work with his dirty boxing, but Di Chirico reverses position along the fence. Holland reverses back. Holland blitzes forward with a straight right and a left hook. Di Chirico lands a kick to the body. They clinch again. Di Chirico lands a nasty elbow from the clinch that rocks Holland. Di Chirico is able to slam Holland to the mat. Di Chirico finishes the round on top and may have stole it back. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. Di Chirico. Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Di Chirico. Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9. Di Chirico. Round 2 begins. Holland shoots forward and clinches Di Chirico against the fence. Holland is landing some hammer fists to the thighs of Di Chirico and some punches to the body. Di Chirico reverses position. They are jockeying for position along the fence, and Holland is now the one doing the pushing. They finally break. Di Chirico lands an elbow on the break and a low kick right after. Holland with a low kick now. Holland shoots for a power double leg takedown and gets it, but Deron immediately gets back to his feet. Now Deron is walking down Holland and lands an overhand right. Holland lands a straight right. Deron with a low kick and Holland returns with another straight right. The round soon comes to a close, but not before a heavy flurry by Deron right before the end of the round. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. Holland Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Deron Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9. Deron round 3. Round 3 begins. The doctor checked the right shoulder of Holland in between rounds but let him continue despite it possibly being dislocated. The third round begins with a tepid pace. Holland lands a big left hook. Low kick by Holland. He lands a step-in left uppercut. Deron returns fire with an overhand right. Holland lands another low kick. Deron lands a low kick of his own. Holland with a left high kick. Deron with a powerful straight right that just misses, landing clean. Holland with a side kick. Now he lands a low kick. Right high kick by Holland. Deron with a straight right. They exchange low kicks. Holland shoots for a double leg takedown but Deron stuffs it. Deron changes levels and completes a double leg takedown of his own. Holland gets back up to his feet, but that final takedown may have swung the fight in Deron's favor, but we'll see. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. Holland, 29-28. Holland Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Holland, 29-28. Deron Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9. Deron 30-27. Deron. The official result: Kevin Holland F. Alessio Deron via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. Round 1. Up next is a women's flyweight bout between Andrea Lee and Montana De La Rosa. The referee is Gary Copeland. No touch of gloves between these two. They exchange jabs right away. Lee with a low kick. Whenever De La Rosa throws a punch, Lee slips and lands a low kick. Lee with a long jab. De La Rosa with a high kick. Body kick by De La Rosa and Lee returns with a low kick. Lee jabs De La Rosa and wobbles her. De La Rosa changes levels and lands a single leg takedown. Lee manages to get back to her feet. De La Rosa continues to push Lee against the fence and finally Lee breaks away. Lee throws a kick to the body and De La Rosa changes levels and completes a double leg takedown. But once again Lee gets back to her feet. They break. De La Rosa clinches up with Lee and is looking for a body lock takedown. Lee reverses and lands a knee from the clinch. They break once again. Lee lands a stiff jab and then a knee to the chin of De La Rosa. Lee looks for a single leg takedown and completes it just before the round ends. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. Lee Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Lee Cole Shelton scores the round, 10-9. Lee round 2. Round 2 begins. De La Rosa shoots for a single leg takedown but Lee is proving incredibly tough to take down. Lee stuffs it. De La Rosa continues to march forward, but the fact she can't get the fight to the ground must be mentally fatiguing for her right now. Lee continues to push forward and pop the jab out. De La Rosa shoots for a double leg takedown but Lee stuffs it. Lee continues to pop her jab and De La Rosa's face is bloodied up. Lee with an overhand right. She throws a high kick but De La Rosa catches it and gets Lee to the mat. Lee stands back up but De La Rosa is pushing her against the cage. They break. Now Lee shoots for a single leg takedown. De La Rosa defends it and the round is soon over. Sherdog scores. Adam Martin scores the round, 10-9. Lee Ben Duffy scores the round, 10-9. Lee Cole Shelton